as the Owls will be on defense to begin this one. As kicking off will be Gooseby, and McAllister and Logan Cole, a senior, will be deep. McAllister is a sophomore. 12 minutes on the clock. And Gooseby will kick off. Kicks a end over ender, skids to McAllister right at the 10. He picks it up to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, a little crazy bang. He is smacked down by Eli Martin with a vicious hit.
Boom. What a hit there by the sophomore. Eli Martin comes in, and Terry just gives him the right shoulder and knocked him completely sideways. What a way to open the game by Eli Martin.
1st and 10 at the 27 for the Bees on the dim-lit field. 17-yard return, 11:53. As Upperman in there tight. You got to think they're going to be trying to run this football. Here is Maresh. He turned. He'll take going around right end.
Hold.
And number 24, Metzger, is going to pick up some yardage. A lot of activity after the whistle. Stop somewhere around the 30-yard line, maybe a pickup of 3. Let's see where they spot the football. It will be a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
I thought that was a nice job on the initial defensive possession here by the Owls there to get some penetration there, Terry, as they kind of ran a sweep to the right off tackle.
2nd and 7 from the 30 for the Bees, opening series of the game. They'll send Reinhardt into motion to the left. They'll throw it out there, complete to McAllister. He's up to 30, about 3-yard line before he is snowed under. So that'll set up about 3rd and 4.
Just a quick pass in the flat. Nice job by the Owl defense getting there. Had one get there, made him cut in, and nice job gang tackling by the Owls defense. And like Terry said, it is hard to see the numbers. They're kind of a little further away from us, so we apologize for those listening.
+3 on the catch, 3rd and 4, big down for the Owl defense on the opening possession of the night. As they'll turn, they'll hand, nothing. Metzger maybe a yard. Bryant Gooseby in there.
A big stop there by the Owls defense. We're in the booth here right beside our coaches, so if you hear them getting a little fired up, that's Coach Clemens, one of the defensive specialists on the staff.
No run, no gain on the run. It'll set up 4th and 4 from the 33. Looks like a punting situation, and it'll be Street dropping deep. The Owls will send Shamar King back. Oh, high snap over Maresh's head. He runs back. We ain't got anybody to even pressure him, so he gets the kick away. We had no pressure on the punter. It went over his head. He went back and got it, and the ball rose dead somewhere on the 30-something yard line. 9:55 to go, first quarter. You're listening to Owl Ball. Welcome back. Ball punt roll dead on the 34-yard line. We give it to Bryant Gooseby on the first play, and he gets about 8 yards up to the 42, so sets up a, let's call it the 41, pick up a 7, 2nd and 3.
Just a simple give to Goolsey right over center and left guard there. Nice hole to run through. Nice pickup there on 1st down for the Owls.
We were noticing pregame that their defensive line, a very small defensive line for the Bees. Hackett takes it, keeps it up the middle, got 1st down yardage to midfield, down into Upperman territory, somewhere around the 48-yard line goes Carson Hackett.
That time Hackett on the keeper. He got it from his shotgun, kind of rode the belly of Bryant Goolsby, who was running to his right. He pulls it out, kind of runs right up the center of the field. And we talked about how quick he was, kind of found a little seam, and Terry already across midfield here.
Let's call it the 47-yard line, so a pickup of, let's call it 12 for Carson Hackett on his initial carry of the night. Excuse me, we need light. 1st and 10 at the Upperman 47. Hackett in the shotgun. He'll turn. He'll give to Gooseby off right tackle. Down to the 40, 35, 30. May have stepped out of bounds before he got to the 30-yard line, but it's a 1st down for the Owls, making some big holes up front.
I was about to say, the offensive line right now in the first 3 plays is paying tremendous, having a lot of luck on that right side of the ball. So give props to Jared Grissom and Jared Smith there on the right side, making some holes there, Terry.
They say the 30, so Gooseby picks up 17. That's a gain of 7, 12, and 17. That's just what the doctor ordered on the first 3 plays. Rain looks like it has stopped. The Owls at the Upperman 30. 8:53 to go in a scoreless first quarter. Hackett in the shotgun once again. To his left is Gooseby. A couple of players creep up. They do blitz. They give it to Gooseby straight ahead. He'll get 3 down to the 27.
Nice individual effort there by Bryant Goolsby. Kind of took it over right guard there with just kind of a straight dive and kind of lowered his head. Bryant is a lot faster than he looks, and when he gets going and he gets behind those shoulder pads, he's a tough man to bring down.
2nd and 7 at the Upperman 27. You know it's got to be 4-down territory for the Owls from here. 8:24 to go first quarter. 4-man front for the Bees. Hackett in the shotgun. Creeping linebackers up. They'll come blitz. They'll give it to Gooseby around right end. He's getting inside the 25, somewhere around the 21 or 2-yard line. The Owls will have it about 3rd and 2.
Nice job there by Bryant Goolsby. He initially took it kind of over right tackle and got stopped for a second, then bounced outside, got to the sideline, picked up a nice gain there, setting up 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 for the Owls at the Upperman 22. A gain of, let's call it 5 yards for Gooseby. Of course, 2 downs you would think, Corey, to get this 2 yards for the first down. The B-22, 7:42 to go first quarter. Owls a couple of receivers left, Gregory and King. They're manned to man coverage. Hackett in the shotgun, gives to Gooseby, plows ahead, first down yardage, somewhere around the 15-yard line.
Absolute massive hole there for Bryant Goolsby to run over. That time takes it kind of over the left guard there. Absolute huge hole to run through, created there by Austin Williams and Chris Ray. Terry can't say enough about the offensive line right out of the gate here.
Well, they're having to pick up a lot of blitzers, Corey, at least here in the early going. It's 1st and 10 from the Upperman 15-yard line. Owls initial possession of the night, trying to tack on the game's first points. Here's Hackett in the shotgun once again. He's got John Ross Horde behind him. Gooseby an up back this trip. Hackett takes, hands to Horde, made a cut, got inside the 15, maybe a couple of yards to the 13. Pickup of maybe 2. We'll see where they stack it.
Really, Terry, the first time I've seen Upperman's defensive line get any penetration there, which disrupted our offense a little bit, only allowing Horde to pick up a short yardage on that first down carry.
Looked like a gain of 2. 2nd 8 for the Owls at the B 13-yard line. 6:42 in counting in this first quarter clock. We're late in getting started. Lights malfunctioned. They did get enough back on. They've decided to play. 2nd 8 from the 13. Hackett in the shotgun. Got Horde behind him. Turns, fakes it to him, gets it out in the flat, complete, and diving is King close to first down yardage. He may be a yard short. Yep, they're going to say down at the 6, 3rd and 1 for the Owls.
Nice play call there. Kind of caught me off guard as well. We run a little play action pass there and kind of hit King there on just like a quick stop route, and he dives forward and picks up quite a bit of yardage there on 2nd down, setting up 3rd and short.
3rd and 1 from the Upperman 6. Owls trying to get on the board first in this big Region 4 3A game in Baxter. Hackett, Horde to his right. Calls the signals. He'll turn, keeps it, gets inside the 5, close to the goal line. Did he score? Referee, yes, gets his hands up. Give him 6. Carson Hackett goes in from 6.
Nice run there by Carson Hackett. He kind of kept it on the keeper, goes over right guard, makes a nice little shift, juke to the right, and squirts through a hole into the end zone. So the Owls' big opening possession there offensively for the touchdown.
Well, the Owls with 5:39 to go here in the first quarter get on the board first after forcing a 3-and punt for the Bees. Owls in that little muddle huddle, got a lot of linemen to the left, and now Gooseby will place the kicking block down, Hackett to hold, and Gooseby to attempt. Owls leading 6-0 here. 5:39 to go here in the opening quarter. Calls the signals. Does Hackett. Snap down. Kick on the way. Looks good. Is it? It is good. Owls lead it 7-0. You're listening to Owl Ball.
9-0-4-1.
Gooseby kicks off. Skids. McAllister picks up at the 15. Circles back to the middle of the field. Got a little running room. And that was Bain cut him down right at the 30. McAllister didn't come full speed that time. He got cut in half that first time on the possession. He got right at the 30 or the 31. Let's see where they spot the football. There is 5:32 to go in the opening quarter. with the Owls leading 7-0. And they'll spot it right at the 30.
Nice tackle there on the kick coverage team there by Isaac Bain. Good job grabbing his feet and taking his feet out from under him.
1st and 10 at the 30 for the Bees. 3 and a punt on their first series. Maresh with Metzger to his right. Turns, hands to Metzger. Couple of Owls missed tackles. He's out to the 40, 41-yard line. Metzger's got a first down for Upperman, their initial one of the night.
And that time, nice carry there by Metzger, number 24 for Upperman. He kind of goes over right tackle. We were undermanned, or we did not have any defensive people there.
I was going to say we blew about two missed tackles. So it's 10-yard pickup for Metzger. 1st and 10 at the Upperman 40 for the Bees. They'll take Maresh. Boom! He's popped. He was popped by John Ross Horde. Horde busted him about the 41-yard line.
What a hit by the sophomore, John Ross Horde, from his linebacker position.
When I say knifed him down, that's exactly what happened.
Ooh, I felt that one up here in the booth, Terry.
1-yard pickup.
That time they tried to run a quarterback draw with Maresh, and he's not going to want to do that anytime soon.
2nd and 9 from the 41. Maresh and Metzger, they're two primary ball carriers. He'll give it to Metzger. He bounces around left end. Owls lose containment, and there's going to be ball on the field. I think the Owls have it.
Flag on the play as well.
We do have a flag on the play, and I think that's holding. It is Smith County football. I can't tell who picked it up, the recovery. I saw Gibbs over there. I saw Shamar King, and I saw Shepperson.
They're saying it's our ball.
We'll see. Let's let the referee make that call first. Referee comes to the press box side, says, I've got holding Upperman.
Yes.
Declined, Owl ball. Well, they had a hold and an illegal block. And so it'd be the Owls recovering the Maresh fumble at the 47-yard line. So, sorry, didn't catch for sure who got the recovery, but Corey, a turnover.
Terry, just defensively, we thought tonight we were wondering if we'd be able to stop the run after last week. Gornsville having such effectiveness running the ball against us, and defensively, 2 great stands defensively by the Owls defense.
1st and 10 at the 47. Okay. 1st and 10 at the 47. Trying to get the Owl coaches to buzz down. Maybe we can find out who recovered the football. Hackett in the shotgun at the Upperman 47. Owls up 7-0. Turn, hands, Gooseby straight ahead to the 40. Down close to the 35-yard line. Owls just playing some smash mouth football right now, Corey, and it's effective.
Goolsby's running through wide open holes, and Goolsby, when he's going through the holes, he is moving. Can't say enough about the offensive line early in this game, doing just a great job allowing Goolsby and Horde and Hackett, and we're having such success running the ball, running through these gaping holes.
12-yard pickup for Gooseby. They mark him knee down at the 35. Owls 1st and 10 from that point, trying to put their second score of the night on the board. They'll turn. They'll hand to Gooseby once again. He's down to the 30, inside the 30, close to the 25. He just keeps grinding. He's down to the 22 or 3-yard line. First down, Owls.
Goolsby over right tackle, kind of cuts up field, starts running north and south, which is you want in weather like this, Terry. You want him running north and south. He stiff arms one guy, rolls off another, lowers his head, carrying Upperman defenders with him. Terry, offensively, the rushing attack is on point right now.
Definitely is. 13 yards on the pickup there from Gooseby. 3:58 to go, opening quarter. Owls down at the 22-yard line of the Bees, trying to get a second score of the game. Hackett in the shotgun. Behind him is Horde. 2 linebackers creeping up for the Bees. They'll turn, hand to Horde. He goes around right tackle, maybe for a gain of 1. No more than 2.
That time, John Ross Horde off right tackle. That time, Upperman, Terry, it was bound to happen. They're starting to creep all the defenders up and loading the box to try to stop the run because, honestly, they really have no choice at the moment.
2nd and 8 from the 20-yard line of Upperman. The Owls have it. 3:20 to go, first quarter. They lead it 7-0 after the turnover on the 3rd play of the second series for the Bees. King out left. He is getting single coverage. They'll run Hackett around the left end. He'll get inside the 20, maybe to the 16.
Just a quarterback keeper there. Shotgun snap to Hackett, kind of quarterback keeper to his left around the tackle. He kind of cuts upfield, might have cut upfield a hair too early, could have possibly bounced that out to the sidelines, but nevertheless, pretty decent pickup there on second down.
Pick up a 4, 3rd and 4 from the Upperman 16 for the Owls. And 2:35 to go, clock counting here in the opening quarter. Hackett in the shotgun, behind him is Gooseby. 2 linebackers coming for Upperman. They get him sealed off. Gooseby down to the 10, to the 5.
Gone.
Did he get in the end zone? Touchdown, Owls! Gooseby to the house on a 16-yard pickup.
Absolute huge hole once again to run through. Goolsby goes off left tackle, runs through a gaping hole, gets into the secondary, jukes to his left, goes hash number sideline is what they always teach you, runs away from the Upperman defender and waltzes into the end zone. Owls looking pretty tough early in this one, Terry.
I'm going to say it's nothing but smash mouth. Here we come at you football, as that is the 13th running play. 13 rushing plays, 1 passing play, and it was successful. So the Owls, with 2:15 to go here in the opening quarter, lead 13-0. Gooseby to attempt. Hackett to hold. Snap back, kick away, looks good. Got it. Owls up 14-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. Gooseby will kick off again. This one's kind of squeezed down the middle. Picking it up will be number 11, and that is Cole. He'll get out close to the 40-yard line.
Had a nice return there on the kickoff team for the Upperman Bees, setting up their best field position of the night. Terry, looking good early here.
2:09. The Owls not using the throwing game. The one thing, though, Corey, if you blitz like Upperman has been doing, if you ever get that crease, that's when the Owls have been getting some big yards. 1st and 10 at the 38, 2:09 to go, first quarter, and Upperman calls time out, I think. That is the case. Owls up 14-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. Up in the second quarter of Middle Tennessee Natural Gas. Here's Maresh. He pulls it, goes around left end. Oh, he is popped, and popped hard. A couple of Owls in on the tackle, one being.
I can tell you Goolsby was there for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say Bryant, and I couldn't see the man underneath him. He got out to about the 41-yard line, so a pickup of 3 for Maresh sets up a 2nd and 7.
Maresh was on the keeper that time. The quarterback tried to bounce it off left tackle, and I'm pretty sure Eli Martin kind of got his legs first, and then Bryant Goolsby come in and kind of tore him in half as he was going down.
2nd and 7 from the 41. Owls lead 14-0 with a minute and a half to go here, first quarter. Maresh, Metzger to his left, hands to him straight ahead. Metzger drags out to about the 43-yard line, so pick up maybe of 2 to set up 3rd and 5.
That time Metzger, running back, got a little crease kind of right over the center and managed to get a couple yards there, Terry. But, big play right here, 3rd down, and still they hadn't crossed midfield.
3rd and 5 from the 43 as the last Upperman drive was stopped on a fumble that we think that Jalen Shepperson recovered. Couldn't tell for sure who knocked it loose. When it's dark out there, that's kind of hard to determine. So we do know that it's 3rd and 5 from the 43. Maresh up under center, and Ben Herron wants another timeout, so we'll take one too. You're listening to Owl Ball. Only giving up 1 first down. This is the 3rd series. They'll just run quarterback sweep to the right. Maresh hit by Martin, and it's going to be stopped short right about the 46-yard line. I tell you what, Eli Martin's had about 3 big stops, big hits so far.
Well, I mean, the opening kickoff, he about tore some poor kid in half from Upperman. I've called his name several times. Terry, he didn't start the first couple games. Game 3 here. And Terry, looks like they might be going here on 4th and a long one, I guess we'll call it.
We're going to call it 4th and a short 2 at the 46. Got to make sure not to jump. They do snap it. They hand it straight ahead, and he's got first down yardage. Can't tell for sure. Was it Metzger? He did. He gets out to the 48. Well, you got to think Ben Herron says, I can't punt the football. We haven't been able to stop them. This is somewhere we've got to get a first down.
Terry, you said exactly what I was thinking. I think our offense is clicking and having such efficiency that it kind of forces them to go for it on 4th down and, what you called a short 2 or long 1 there. 1st
and 10 at the Owl 48, 13 seconds to go in the quarter. I don't think Upperman's going to run a play. They will not. End of 1, Owls lead at 14-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. Owls 5-man front. Upperman Runs around left
Ooh,
side.
penetration.
Metzger, nothing there. He snowed for a loss of 3.
Oh, that was an absolute disaster for Upperman's offense. They tried to run it to the left off tackle, and initially, I mean, we had such defensive line penetration, nowhere for Metzger to go. Terry defense is looking just as good as the offense early in this one.
2nd and 13 from the 45 for the Bees. As the quarterback, Duke Maresh, has his team huddled around him. That's something we hadn't seen from Upperman lately. Most of the time they do nothing but go spread. Here is Maresh in the shotgun. Wants to throw, looking deep. He's open, and it's complete.
A little play-action pass there from Maresh, and kind of delayed play-action pass, and that time really a nice throw in this weather by the junior quarterback from Upperman. Hit him on kind of a little flag route or a deep out, and Terry, I think they're still spotting a 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and
about one, I'm thinking, at the Al 42. So a pickup of 12. We had a defensive back just got his head turned there. 3rd and 1 at the Al 42. They are stopping play for some reason. Well, now they say no, it's 1st down and 10 at the Al 42. Okay, 1st and 10. So a pickup of 13. They did have at one time 3rd and 1. They moved the change. Send the big tight end left to right, hand it straight up the middle. Reinhardt knocked down by Shepperson after about a 4-yard gain.
A nice stick from Jalen Shepperson coming up from his safety spot, because Reinhardt's big old boy, the fullback there, and he gets into the secondary, and then Shepperson hits him completely sideways and does not even let him fall forward. So big lick there from Shepperson coming from his safety position.
4-yard pickup, 2nd and 6 at the Al 38. Al's up 14-0. Last score we got from Gordonsville, they were ahead 14-6. It was 7-6 after 1 quarter from Gordonsville. 2nd and 6. Maresh turns, hands Reinhardt
nowhere.
Once again. He may get, well, you say nowhere, and they unstack him. He gets 3. That sets up a 3rd and 3. Reinhardt just kept those legs churning and gets 3 yards.
Well, they got 2 different spots here. One standing on the 35, one standing on the 36. I guess the 35-1, Terry.
3-yard pickup sets up 3rd and 3. You know the Bees are in 4-down territory. You saw earlier in this drive the Bees go for it in their own territory on a 4th and a short 2. It's 3rd and 3 at the 35.
I can tell you 2 came on and only 1 came out.
They had 12 in the huddle at one time. They've got 11 out there now. Maresh turn, hands to Metzger around right end, and Carson Hackett comes up and knocks him down. Maybe a gain of 1 for Metzger.
A great job by Carson Hackett at his cornerback position. That time they gave it to Metzger, and he kind of keeps bouncing to the right. Looks like he's got some yardage, and Hackett comes up from his cornerback spot, takes his legs out from under him, setting up a huge 4th down here.
4th and a long 1, about 4.5 foot to go for the 1st down for the Bees at the Al 32.5-yard line.
Come on, D.
9:08 to go first half. Al's up 14-0. Let's see if they give it to Reinhardt. They do.
Boom!
Nothing. John Ross Horde stopped him cold in his tracks along with Gooseby. Let's turn the ball over and give it to Smith County on a defensive stand.
John Ross Horde said, nada. No, sir. He wanted the ball back, and we got it back. Big stick by the sophomore linebacker. Absolutely just hammered the Upperman running back.
For about 1.5 yard loss, so they're not even having to measure. It's 1st down Owls at their own 34 with 9 minutes to go here in this opening half. And Owls ahead 14-0. They do get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter. Hackett turns, hands to Gooseby, straight ahead. Plows out about 3 yards to the 38.
Just a simple dive right ahead to Goolsby, right over the center there. Just smash mouth football, what we've been doing the last 2 drives so effectively. We're starting off the 3rd drive with this same type.
Let's give Gooseby a rush of 4. So that's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 38. 1st down has been the Owls' friend. thanks in large part to this offensive line doing a yeoman's job thus far. Here's Hackett in the shotgun, 2nd and 6 from his own 38. They'll hand straight ahead. Gooseby makes a cut. May have gotten to the 40, but that's about it. Maybe the 39.
That's the first time I've seen Goolsby actually take a big hit. Got knocked sideways by somebody. Did not catch the Upperman defender. Somebody put a pretty good lick on Goolsby, the ball carrier there, setting up 3rd down, and a big 3rd down, Terry.
3rd and 5 at the 39-yard line. 3rd and 5 at 39 with 7:56 and counting here in this first half of play. Owls on top, 14-0 in a dimly lit field. Only 2 banks of lights here working tonight. And one of them just partially. Hackett in the shotgun, Gooseby behind him. They'll take. No, they gave it to Gooseby around right in. He's not going to get it. They snow him for about a yard loss. And the Owls will be forced to punt for only the 2nd time this year.
Try to get shotgun snap, give it to Goolsby going over right tackle. Too much penetration by the Upperman defensive line. Nowhere for Goolsby to go. And like Terry said, we're going to get to see the punt team finally.
Of course, they punted the game at Lafayette and pinned the Tigers deep, which did set up the Owls' final score of the first half, the best I remember. Gooseby will punt. Dropping deep. Number 5, McAllister, the sophomore. And waiting. Snap is back. Gooseby blocked. Punt is blocked. The Bees fall on it deep into Owl territory as it was blocked by number 1, Booker.
That right there could be a game changer right there. I personally didn't look like Goolsby was deep enough to punt it, and of course he does that kind of rugby style kick, and Terry, they had one of the big old lanky guy, maybe number 80.
Number 1, Booker.
Number 1, Booker. And he come in and blocked that relatively easily, Terry. That could definitely turn the game around, swing the momentum.
1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, and Upman had a couple of their punts blocked, and now the Owls have one blocked. That's the one thing with that rugby punt. We had 3 players there that let him go. It nearly looked like a screen pass. You got to step down and block right there. 1st and 10 at the Owl 15. Upperman after the Owl special team mistake knocking on the door. It's 14-0. Maresh in the shotgun to his left, Metzger. He turns, hands to him off right up the middle. Big hole. Gets inside the 10, down about the 9. They just blew us out of there that time.
That's the biggest hole I've seen Upperman's offensive line create tonight. Just a huge hole for the ball carrier to run through.
I mean, they pushed us way back. 7-yard pickup for Metzger, so that sets up 2nd and 3. If the Owls would have had the punt block on that very first B punt, we'd have definitely got it because they snapped it over the head and he went back there and had enough time to then get it off, but the Owls did score. 2nd and 3. We blitz with John Ross Horton. He twists Metzger down right at the 8-yard line, so no gain. 3rd and 3.
Another nice job by the sophomore linebacker Horde. He having a big game defensively early in this one.
3rd and 3. That's 5:57 to go first. Half a play.
Well,
Right
Terry,
at the Owl 8.
without a doubt, Terry, 4-down territory here.
Yeah, Upperman not going to go for a field goal, them down 14-0. Here is Maresh. I'm looking for him to go around right in right here on a quarterback sweep. There he is. Pulls it down. A couple of Owls miss him. Then he flips it ahead, and it's complete. No, incomplete.
Woo!
Maresh threw it in underhanded. I thought it was going to be scooped up by, is that number 11? Yeah,
yes.
It was number 11 for Upman Cole that tried to Logan Cole, but they say the ball hit the ground. Boy, that was a great job by Maresh to elude about 4 Owl defenders.
Yeah, I was going to say it was very impressive. Terry kind of called that when he started rolling to his right, made a couple Owl defenders miss, and moved around, and then he starts going more lateral, and then as he's going down, just tosses it underhanded, and we from up here thought it was complete.
Thank you, ref. They lost a yard on the spot, back to the 9. It was 4th and 3 at the 8. Now it's 4th and 4 at the 9 on an incomplete pass. Maresh with it. 5:29 to go, 2nd quarter. Maresh turns, hands to Metzger, stops.
No.
Powers ahead,
Bubble.
fumbled, and did the Owls get it or Upman get it back? It's close. to first down yardage. I think he's short, but we'll see. Metzger did fumble.
Well, kind of depends on who you ask, Terry. We think we've stopped them, and, of course, they think they've got it.
Say the good thing, like one of the coaches said, the lights are over. The ball's right at the 6. To me, it's got to be a foot and a half short.
Should be short.
But we'll just see. Referees go over, and chain gang coming on. It's ball's about the 5.5 yard line.
I think it's short.
And it's short. Owl ball. Yeah, that's a foot and a half short. Metzger fumbled, got 2 yards. The Owls overcome the block punt, at least for now. 5:10 to go in this first half of play. And the Owls turn the Bees over. They've got twice their last 2 drives into Owl territory. They stopped them on 4th and 1, and now stop them on 4th and 3 from the Owl 8-yard line. You know the difference in that play right there? They penalized them a yard on the incomplete pass. They were a foot and a half short. So thank you, Zebras. I'll brag on you.
Yeah, that's rare. That's a rarity.
that may be, you may ought to write that in your baby book. That's probably a first. 1st and 10 at the 6. Upperman about a yard and a half short. The ball was at the 8-yard line, and when after the incomplete pass, they marked it back at the 9. He'll turn. They'll hand to Gooseby. Got a little run room out to 10, maybe 11, up and really trying to punch the ball loose, but Gooseby will pick up 4, maybe 5 yards.
A nice hard run by Goolsby. You know, Terry, when you're pinned this deep in your own territory, you kind of one-dimensional. They know we're going to run it with Goolsby. Not, then you got to put it on your offensive lineman, and doing a great job tonight.
2nd and 5 from the 11. Gooseby picked up 5 there. Gooseby 9, 16, 33, 36, 41, 48, 60, 73, 89 yards so far unofficially. They'll hand it to him again. He gets outside the 15, so that's going to be, should be first down yardage. It's right at the 16. Let's wait and see.
Hackett on the keeper that time. He put it in Goolsby's belly, pulled it out, went over left guard, did a little couple shuffles, and it's like they're going to say he did not make it to the first down mark. Going to be 3rd and short, Terry.
And I apologize. I looked up, and all I saw was a yellow mustard-colored bee in my way, and I couldn't tell if he gave it to Bryant or if he kept it. He did keep it. 3rd and 1, a short one from the 15.5-yard line. Carlisle centers, gives to Gooseby. First down yardage out about the 16, 17-yard line. Should be first down Owls. Let's see.
I think he got it, but he barely got it. That time, nice job by the Upperman's defensive line. Goolsby really nowhere to go, and he kind of had to take that on himself and lower his head and make his own hole.
They're going to measure once again. The sticks were about the 16.5-yard line, and that's about where the football's, I'd say, within the length of the football, short. I was going to say, do you go for it right here because your last punt was blocked if you don't have a first down?
I think he's got it.
They stretch it.
Yep.
First down by half of the football, or the nose of the football.
2 for 2 tonight.
Gooseby picks up the yard and the first down, a big one for the Owls. 3:32 to go. I'm sure Mike Dickerson would love to run this clock out and go to the locker room with a 14-0 lead. 1st and 10 at the 16. Hackett in the shotgun. Gooseby to his right. They wind the clock. It runs. 3:26 and counting. Upperman showing blitz. Hackett turns, give to Gooseby. Not much there. He gets out maybe to the 19. Pick up a 3.
Had a nice job by Bryant Goolsby, kind of getting what he could on that one. Didn't have as much of a hole as he's been used to tonight to run through, and just kind of runs right up the center of the field and gets what he can.
2nd and 7. You can see Upperman just cheating more and more people up on the line of scrimmage, either bringing ends or they're bringing their 2 linebackers in those 2 A-gaps, which is left and right of the center. 2nd and 7 from the 19. It's about a pick up of 3.5 for Gooseby. Hackett will turn, hands to King on a sweep around the right end, and there's going to be a hold on the Owls. King gets out to 24, that's going to be holding.
Really the first time we've tried to run east and west tonight. That time we had King in motion from his left to right, gave it to him on a jet sweep or a speed sweep, whatever you like to call it. But holding, and Terry, that's right there is going to be, it could be a drive killer right there.
Well, when you're deep in your own end, Corey, the only thing that makes that difficult, you're running it in the short side of the field. And I think that causes you maybe to hold. And no, there's no excuse for that. They move the ball back to the 7-yard line, so that's going to be a 12-yard penalty, setting up 2nd and 19, 2:40 left. Corey, you can milk a lot of this clock off, even if you don't get a first down, by simply running the football right here and keeping the clock moving. They've only got one timeout left to the Bees in this first half. 2nd and 19 from the 7. Hackett in the shotgun, close to his goal line. Well, referee comes over, says something to head coach Ben Herron. Not sure what it was. Well, they remarked the ball up to the 9, so let's call that a 10-yard infraction. So that's going to make it 2nd and 17 from the 9. They originally marked the ball off to the 7. 2nd and 17. Hackett up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard for Carson Hackett.
That time we faked the jet sweep. This time King going from his right to his left. Carson pulls it out. Really nowhere for him to go. Ran right into 2 Upperman defenders. It's going to be 3rd and a long ways.
3rd and 16 from the 10 for the Owls. Well, Corey, right here, you just don't want to turn the football over. 2:07 to go, counting first clock. You know they're going to bring the heat. Owls got
Call a timeout!
And they'll turn, they'll hand to Gooseby. Gooseby not much yardage. Gets out to about maybe the 12 or 13. And Upperman's going to take their final timeout. 1:42 left here in the first half. You're listening to Owl Ball. It's 4th and 13 from the 13. Gooseby in punt formation. Let's see if we can block somebody instead of just letting them run by us. Gooseby standing only about 9-10 yards deep. Gets the snap. Punt away off the side of his foot, maybe out to the 30. Dies about the 31-yard line. And there'll be 1:33 to go for the Bees to try to get their first points on the board. Corey, go ahead.
Smith County Sheriff Steve Hopper and Chief Deputy Eugene Roberts want to remind everyone to always obey all traffic laws in school zones and to be careful in traffic to and from all ball games.
Well, we've got one punt blocked and one that went for 18 yards.
One blocked and one shanked.
I don't know if he shanked it. He just kind of kicked it straight this way, but not the result we were hoping for. But 1st and 10 for the Bees at the 31. They are out of timeouts. Maresh, quarterback keeper. Oh, he's smashed. Boy, there was 76 Ray, 35 Horde. They just mashed him, no gain.
And Chris Ray, I mean, of course, Terry, you know, first time we've really called Chris Ray's name this year defensively. Of course, he plays because he plays on the offensive line. But, you know, we talked about last week we need more beef. Well, he brings some beef. We've got him at 5'10", 250, and he absolutely used all of that on Maresh there on the quarterback keeper.
2nd and 10 at the 31 for the Bees. Clock counting under 1 minute to go first half. Maresh fakes it, gets it out there in the flat to 84, and Eli Martin and Carson Hackett knock him down.
That's
84 being Cole Bush.
Second time tonight I've bragged on Carson Hackett from his cornerback spot. That time they kind of run a quick pass and get it out to the inside receiver on the right side, and he keeps giving ground, getting to the sideline, and Carson Hackett comes up and pops him, and really a minimal pickup there on the pass completion.
3-yard pickup, 3rd and 7 with 32 seconds, and the clock is running in this first half for the Bees. 3rd and 7 from the Owl 28. They're up 14-0. 3 receivers left for the Bees. Oh, that's got to be false start. Yep. I was going to say that's a 5 flagger. Everybody had a flag through it. as McAllister started down the field way too early. Legal motion cost the Bees 5. Back them up 3rd and 12 from the 33.
I think no question here. They're probably about to take a couple. They easily can take 2 shots into the end zone here with 20 seconds to go in the half.
3rd and 12 from the B33. The clock is running. Bees still in the huddle. 17, 16, 15. They're not going to have play for time but one play if they don't hustle. There's going to be under 10 seconds when they going to say, we got to back up right here. Marash looking to go deep. Nearly sacked.
Boom!
Is sacked. Campbell, Gregory, a Kroger sack. Or I better say a Safeway sack. I don't know. It was a sack.
It's a sack.
It's a sack. We're going to halftime. Owls up 14-0. You're listening to Owl Ball.
In the
field's in good shape. It's held up well here in the first half. But still, you got to know that Owls have got a couple people deep, one being 15 Dante Mosley, the other one being Carson Hackett. Owls have got their hands team out there, 9 players up close. They're expecting a onside or squib kick here. Got to watch Ben Herron. He's got some tricks up his sleeve for sure. Haven't seen any yet, but could at any moment. Upman to kick off. Street, not Threet. To do the honors. 12 minutes on the clock. Owls up 14-0. They do kick it kind of onside, picking it up and falling down. Good job. I think it's Campbell Gregory. He kind of missed the ball, did the kicker.
It almost looked like, I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Almost come off the side of his foot, but kicked it. Perfect time to have the hands team out there. It went to the second row of Owl defenders, and we just catch it and fall down. I'm not exactly sure who caught that, Terry.
Campbell Gregory, I think. A second gone in the third quarter. Owls up 14-0.
Great field position.
Yep, 1st and 10 at their own 40. They send Gregory and King to the right of the formation. Split left is Shepperson. Owls have only attempted one pass so far, completed it for 7 yards. Hackett, quarterback keeper, gets around left end, out to the 46 or 7 yard line. Pick up maybe 6 or 7. We'll see where they spot it.
Shotgun snap to Carson Hackett. Quarterback keeper, quarterback draw, whatever you like to call it. He bounces it out to the left, gets outside containment, and runs out of bounds for a nice pickup there in the opening Owls possession here in the second half. 2nd
and 4 from the 46. Owls, a lot of success in the first half, drives of 66 and 47 yards, but not a lot of offense, only 22 yards in that second quarter. Of course, a lot of that was in poor field position. We got 2nd and 4, their own 46, 11:21 and counting. Third quarter, Owls up 14-0. Upman creeping a lot of people close. They'll get it out here to King, just a bad pass. And King goes down, a loss of 3.
And that one right there, we'd want that one back there. That time we had 2 receivers split to the right. Shamar King, the inside receiver. Really a good play call there. We're just going to raise up and throw to him because we have the numbers on the outside with them crowding the box. But kind of a bad throw and led King too far, and he had to dive for it and actually lost yardage there.
3rd and 6 from the 44. So after a promising 6-yard gain on first down, we lose 2 on the errant throw, which was complete on second down. We got it 3rd and 6 and 44. Upman creeping people up, look like they're wanting to blitz. Hackett, he'll turn, he'll throw to King, complete, and the referee knocks him down. Didn't get out of the way. Or King may have been gone to the house. It is first down yardage into Upman territory.
That time we had 2 receivers, Shepperson and King, split to the right, the short side of the field. King, the inside receiver, kind of run a play action and raised up and threw it to him on a skinny slant. And like Terry said, literally the referee made the tackle, took King's legs out from under him after he picked up the first down, or he might have split those secondary and still be running.
47-yard line of Upman. The Owls have got the first down after the 9-yard hookup on 3rd and 6. 1st and 10 at the Bees 47. They'll turn. Nope, Hackett's got it around right in, squirts ahead. Did a good job, Corey, just getting low, and he squirted from the 45, put his hand down, got about the 42, pick up a 5 for the jitterbug, Carson Hackett.
Hackett on the keeper to the right. Like Terry said, look like he had nowhere to go, and I don't know if he squirted or he levitated or somehow he went from about the 46 to the 42, and what turned out to be nothing turned into something very promising.
2nd and 5 at the 42 for the Owls, up 14-0. 9:45 and counting, third quarter. Hackett has Gooseby behind him. Up in a 4-man front, they'll turn. They'll give to Gooseby not much running room, maybe to the 40. Pickup of 2 sets up 3rd and 3.
That time to give to Goolsby over right guard. He kind of cuts it upfield, kind of over the center. Had a seam for a second. Then the Upperman defenders closed that very quickly, setting up a big 3rd down, but manageable here, Terry.
3rd and 3 for the Owls at the Upperman 40. If you missed it earlier, only 2 banks of lights working here at the Upperman field. We delayed the start of the game 25, 26 minutes, but only 2 banks of lights working on the Bees field. It's 3rd and 3 at the Upperman 40. 9 minutes and counting, third quarter. Gooseby to Hackett's right. Upperman got 8 people ready to run. Hackett, nowhere. He tried to go up the middle and didn't get anything. Just too many people there.
Yeah, the numbers. Football's a numbers game, and that time they had way too many in the box, and Hackett on the keeper kind of ran right into 8 of the Upperman defenders. Nowhere for him to go. Don't know if that was a misread. Maybe should have gave the Goolsby going to his left, not sure. But the punt team is coming onto the field, Terry. I hope it does better than the last time.
Well, our 2 punts have not gone well. A blocked punt and an 18-yard punt, but now maybe we can pin them deep. 4th and 3 at the Upperman 40 for the Owls. Maybe they could jump off sides. That would be what the doctor ordered
That
and
would
give
be
us a
fantastic.
first down. 8-12, clock counting. They'll get it to Gooseby. No rush. He punts it, and they pick it up. Does Upperman down about the 12, out nearly to the 25, 30-yard line. We kicked that right at him, Corey. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, really.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all. That time, yeah, we kick it anywhere but right there. That ball's probably rolling deep inside about the 10-yard line, but kicked it directly to the Upperman punt returner, who made a nice return, especially under the wet conditions.
Well, there he is, 8 minutes and a tick left in the third. Upperman's got it 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. They'll turn, they'll hand. Metzger gets some yardage out past the 35.
I had a missed assignment there or something. Metzger goes over right guard, and Jefferson had to come up from his safety spot to lay a lick and knock him down. Nice pickup there. Upperman on 1st down.
Give him 7, 2nd and 3 from the Owls 35. Cole picked up about 17, 18 yards on that return to set Upperman with the 1st and 10 at the 28. Here is Maresh, gets around the corner, gets out past the 40 for 1st down yardage. It'll be 1st down Bees.
Yeah, shotgun snap to Maresh, and just a quarterback keeper to the left, bounces it outside, gets almost to the sideline, and picks up the 1st down for the Upperman Bees.
1st and 10 at the 41 for the Bees after the Maresh 6-yard pickup. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from that point. Here'll be Maresh. He'll turn, gives to Metzger, straight up the middle, nothing there.
Yeah.
May have gotten a half a yard, but nothing over that.
At that time, looks like the Owls defensive line won that battle. Austin Williams and Andrew Gibbs, 2 of them I see getting off the bottom of the pile there. Kind of, you win it in the trenches, you can win the possession there, Terry.
2nd and 9 from their own 42 for the Bees with 6:42 and counting here in this third quarter of action. It'll be 2nd and 9. Maresh gives it straight ahead to Metzger. Not much there. A couple Owls get him for a minimal game. Eli Martin and
Williams.
That Williams?
Yes, sir.
It was Williams, and they get out to about the 43, a pickup of 1. That sets up a 3rd and 8.
And nice 1st down defense, nice 2nd down defense. Going to set up 3rd and long here. Big play, Terry.
Definitely is. Al scored 2 first quarter touchdowns and hadn't done much offensively since then. Only about 2 first downs maybe. Here will be, they'll turn, wanted to throw it. Nowhere to go. Sack!
Got him.
Andrew Gibbs with the sack.
really defensive line really just took over those last 3 plays right there. Andrew Gibbs gets the sack on 3rd and 8. Big play, big stop by the Owls defense once again. Seems like a recurring theme tonight, Terry.
The Owls, well, the referee's still holding the ball. It's muddy. You don't want to touch it. I don't blame him. Let's see where they set it. Somewhere around the 30. Ooh.
Maybe 6.
35. Let's call it 36-yard line, so a loss of 7. Here's Upperman. They'll punt it.
High snap again.
And it'll roll dead somewhere around the 33-yard line for the Owls. They'll take over from there. Go, Corey.
Don't forget to stop by Michael and Hannah's Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. for fresh food and friendly service. Located at 29 Dixon Springs Highway in Carthage. Proud supporters of Owl football.
4:59 to go here in this third quarter. Owls lead it 14-0 on the strength of 2. They took the opening drive and went and scored, and then they turned around and got a turnover. Shepperson recovered a fumble after Gregory knocked it loose, and they went and scored, and that's about the extent of the offense. 1st and 10, they're on 33, 4:59 to go, third quarter. Hackett in the shotgun, and the Owls move early.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. The referee put both hands down to his side like he had offsides. Let's see. See if they were lined up offsides. Yep, offsides.
Correct.
Bees. 1st and 5 for the Owls at their own 38.
I will take that for sure.
Corey, offensively, what are we not doing that we're doing in the first quarter?
Winning first down. Seems like in the first quarter we were just dominated on first down. 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2, running through gaping holes.
Of course, Upperman's got more people in the box. You can tell that they've really wanting, I think, the Owls to throw the football. 1st and 5 at their own 38. Turn. No, he didn't give to Horde. Hackett kept it. Squirts for first down yardage out to the 45, 46-yard line. Goes Carson Hackett.
Hackett on the keeper. He faked it to Horde, running to his left. Hackett goes over about left tackle and just squirts through like he always does. Kept his feet moving and made it almost to the sideline. Big pickup there for Carson Hackett.
First down carry for the Owls. 4:50 to go. Third quarter. His clock melting. If you're an Owl fan, this is exactly what you wanted. Is Hackett got 7 yards out to the 45.
Coach is even telling the Upperman defenders to come up.
1st and 10 at the 45. Hackett in the shotgun. Turns, hands to Horde, straight ahead. Horde makes a good cut, gets to midfield, gets inside Upperman territory, somewhere about the 48-yard line. Good cut by the sophomore right there.
And nice cut by the sophomore. Nice hole created there by left tackle Chris Ray. We kind of bounced off him, and Horde lowered his shoulders. And Terry, that right there is winning first down, which we talked about, and that's exactly what we did in the first quarter.
2nd and 3 from the Bees 48. Owls their second drive of the second half. The last one ended in Bee territory at the 40 on a punt. Clock down to 4 minutes to go in the third. Gooseby and Horde. They'll turn, give to Horde. Tries to go straight ahead. Got close to the 45, but I believe he's short by about a half a yard. He is. So to bring up 3rd and a half yard for the Owls.
Horde over right guard. Lowered his head and really got all he could, setting up third and very, very short.
Well, got to convert this right here and keep that clock going. And, Corey, you got to think if the Owls can stick it in the end zone, their chances of winning are way up there.
I'll tell you what, Terry, this could be off the cuff, but if you blew play action right here, everybody be open.
3rd and 1 from the 45 and a half of Upperman. Hackett calls the signals. Gets the snap from Carlisle. Gave it to Horde. He's got first down yardage about the 44-yard line as Horde just buried his head and give Carlisle after his snap there. Did a good job just wedge blocking really, Corey, and get that first down.
Yes. Got to just create a little hole there on 3rd and short. And Horde found it. Offensive line, give them props for giving them a little seam there. Terry moving the ball again.
Well, I was going to say moving the clock, I think, is as important as moving the sticks. Ball control. 1st and 10 at the Upperman 44. 2:55, third quarter. Owls up 14-0. Hackett turns, fakes to Horde, pulls it, goes around left end, makes a couple of people miss. Boy, he nearly got first down, but I think he's maybe a yard or two short.
A great individual effort by Hackett on the quarterback keeper around the left end. That is toward the short side of the field, but somehow managed to keep his foot and make a couple jukes and gets a nice pickup there on first down.
Let's see, about 2 yards short. Let's give him a gain of 8 to the 36. Of course, Gooseby was the workhorse there in the first half, 15 carries, 96 yards. He's only had 1 carry for 2 yards here in the third quarter. Owls trying to get a first down, 2nd and 2 at the B36. Driving left to right. They'll turn. They'll hand to Horde. Horde, I don't think he got there. I think he's going to be short by probably a foot and a half.
Horde right over center, just really north and south. Looks like if he could have bounced it to his left, had some running room on the backside there, but nevertheless did not see it, just lowered his head. 3rd and short.
Pickup of 1, 3rd and 1, in what you would think would be 4-down territory as we've got 2:15 to go in this third quarter. That was about the 34.5-yard line. Of course, for statistical purposes, we've got to call it the 35. 3rd and 1 from that point. Hackett in the shotgun. Gooseby to his right. Could go over the 100-yard plateau with a first down carry here. Nope, Hackett goes around left end. He's got first down yardage inside the 25 to 20. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see where they spot it.
Great read there by Carson Hackett. At that time, every Upperman defender was creeping up, and shooting the gaps. Hackett saw it. He put it in the running back's belly, pulled it out, got around left end, and got upfield quickly. Big pickup there by Carson Hackett on 3rd and short.
21-yard line, 14-yard pickup for Carson Hackett. 1st and 10 from the B21. 1:42 to go in the third quarter. Owls up 14-0. Trying to.
Getting dark down there, Terry.
Yeah, it definitely is. 1st and 10 at the 21. Hackett in the shotgun. Looks like Horde to his left. Faked him ball. Hackett went straight up the middle, bounces to the outside, and gets spun down after a couple of yard gain.
Hackett that time on the keeper over right tackle. Nice. Couldn't catch the number of the Upperman defender, but nice job kind of tangling him up and throwing him backwards there.
I can only tell you about 2 or 3 of the Owls jerseys. There's no way I can read these. Yellow, kind of like the color of mustard down there in the dark. 2nd and 7 at the Upperman 18.
Really, Terry, the first time tonight we've been in the dark.
Yeah, we've been going toward the more lighted end of the field. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. 2nd and 7 from the 18 for the Owls. Hackett with Horde to his left. Upperman creeping up, coming on a blitz. They'll go around left end. We miss a block, and Hackett stumbles down. Get that block, we've got some yardage, but we missed it.
Hackett on the keeper around left tackle. Tried to bounce it. Like Terry referenced, we definitely missed a block, and that block cost us because that is the person that made the tackle.
Hackett, let's see if they give him any advancement. I'm going to say no. They're going to call this the end of the third quarter. Owls will have it. 3rd and 7 from a short 7 from the 18 when we return. Fourth quarter play straight ahead. Owls lead it 14-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. If they throw it toward this tent down here, I won't be able to tell if they've caught it or not because they've got 2 tents up between the back left corner of the end zone.
Whole middle of the field's open.
Hackett looks, tucks it, goes out around right in. He's not going to get first down yardage. He gets inside the 15, and it'll be 4th and maybe 3 or 4. Let's see. It's a 14. Let's call it 4th and 3.
Just a nice job by Hackett scrambling around and kind of finding a little seam to kind of fall into there, setting up big 4th down here.
4th and 3 from the B 14-yard line. 11:28 clock counting, fourth quarter. Hackett behind him is Horde. Upperman creeps up. They gave it to Horde. Didn't get it. Did not get it. Got maybe to the 12, but they're going to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, Horde off left tackle there and met by about 2 to 3 Upperman defenders, and just no way that he could get the yardage needed for a first down there. Terry, you know, on the bright side, we have flipped the field position tremendously.
Picks up 2, so the Owls had to have 4. So with 11:13 left, it'll be Upperman trying to drive it to the length of the field. Of course, we've only said on if Goosby's hurt. He's in there on defense. Is he? Yeah. Well, let's see.
He is.
Yeah, Goosby's in there on defense. We've only seen him carry it one time for 2 yards in the second half. After 15 carries for 96 yards, here's Maresh, rolls to his left, wants to throw it, tucks down, but John Ross Horde cuts him down right about the 13, 14-yard line.
Maresh on the keeper, kind of over left guard, and met by the backside backer, John Ross Horde, and a nice tackle there, open field tackle by John Ross Horde to knock the quarterback for Upperman down.
2nd and 9 from the 13, clock counting, 10:45 and evaporating in this 4th and final quarter. Owls up 14-0. Maresh got 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fades to throw, looks, gets it out in the flat, gets it complete, and that was 11 Cole. Corey, when you got help over the top right there, you've got to
be more aggressive.
That's right. You can't let him have that much yardage. Get it out to the 19 or 20. Let's see where they spot it, the 19. So that's a pickup of 6, 3rd and 3 for the Bees. Got to think this is probably 4-down territory for Ben Herron. Reason being, he's down 14-0. 3rd and 3 from the 19. Metzger is my bet that gets this one. Owls in a 4-man front. Showing blitz with Goosby. Here they come. They throw it across the middle. Incomplete. Horde and Jaden Apple Gibbs saw the receiver. 15 Blake Rice and half. Incomplete.
Yeah, they had twin receivers to the left. The inside receiver run a skinny slant, and Owls defended it well. And, Terry, they are bringing the punt team on the field as of right now.
4th and 3 from the 19. Got to watch a fake punt right here, Corey. 10:29 left. There's not that much time left. Got to watch the fake punt or trying to draw you off sides. They will punt it.
He better get that one.
And it'll just roll dead at the 45-yard line of Upperman. Owl ball right there. Go ahead, Corey.
Angela Bates, affiliate broker and multi-million-dollar producer with Discover Realty, is a proud supporter of Owl football. Call her for all your real estate needs at 615-418-5601.
Corey, ball security right here is huge.
Well, you know, Terry, we didn't score the last possession, but we chewed up that third quarter clock. If we can do that again.
Nearly, 47, 5 minutes, 46 seconds we took off the clock was nearly half a quarter. You need a similar drive here to get 2 or 3 first downs. 10:21 left. Hackett in the shotgun. King to his right. Goosby swaps positions. Gives it to King. No, he kept it up the middle. Got some running room into Upperman territory down about the 49, 48-yard line.
That time we had King in the backfield with Hackett, so King was the running back. We kind of run him on a motion to the left. Carson pulls it and kind of runs it right over the center. Gets a nice pickup there on first down and crosses midfield.
7-yard pickup for the Owls. Under 10 minutes left in this one. Owls lead it 14-0. 2nd and 3 at the B48. Hackett in the shotgun. King to his right. Send Martin right to left. Upperman showing blitz. Here they come. Faked it. Sacked. Nobody was on King. If he'd just handed it to him, we got a first down easily.
Yeah, run the same play again, and that time it should have been a dead give to King, which we mentioned Shamar King is the running back now. And Hackett kept it again, and when Hackett kept it that time, he met number 76 for the Upperman Bees, Luke Harris, senior defensive lineman, 5'10", 180, and ran right directly into him.
3rd and 4 from the 49 for the Owls. 9:06 and counting, 4th quarter. Owls up 14-0. Offensively, the Owls have struggled in the period, or in the last 2 periods, 2.5 quarters, except for the that one drive where they drove it deep. They'll give it, Hackett kept it, got first down yard.
Oh.
He's short, about a foot short is Hackett. Fourth and 1 for the Owls. Hackett got about the 45.5. He likes about 18 inches getting the first down.
Yeah, it's not even a full 1. Big play right here, Terry. We get this right here, you're looking at a minimum of another 2-3 minutes going to run off the clock.
So it's about the 45.5 yard line. The Owls have it. 4th and 1 from the B46. This could be a game-clinching drive for the Owls in a big Region 4 3A win. We got Gooseby at the lone back right now. Upperman got 6 people. Oh, they jumped. They jumped. That's going to be 5 yards. Owls first down, I think. Let's make sure there's a hard count by Hackett. They're working the Upperman way. Big first down, Owls.
Huge. I'm not sure who that was. If that was Carson Hackett, took it up on himself, the senior quarterback, or the coaches told him to do a hard count, but somebody needs to get some credit for that. It's a huge mistake by the Upperman Bees, and Terry, first down for the Owls. Well,
you're just looking, like you said, Corey, making 2.5 minutes per first down. And with 7:52 left, up 14-0, it just puts you in a great position to win the football game. 1st and 10 at the 41. Gooseby to Hackett's right. Let's see if you can get over 100. They hand it to Hackett. No, Hackett kept it. Maresh trying to chase him down. Makes a couple people miss. And Hackett will get inside the 40, maybe about the 36, 37-yard line.
Hackett on the keeper, bounces it to his right. At the end, he just cuts upfield and lowers his head. Carson Hackett, not the biggest man on the field for sure, but boy, he runs the ball hard when he's running the ball.
5 yards on the pickup, 2nd and 5 for the Owls at the B36. Owls up 14-0. Scored 2 first-quarter touchdowns. Took the opening after holding Upperman after the opening kickoff. They took it and scored. Then Upperman's they had a turnover, and we took it and scored. 66 and 46 yards, something like that, 47. Here's Gooseby. He's over the 100-yard. He just mows over some Bees down to the 26.
That time Gooseby, he ain't had the ball in a while, Terry. He probably a little pumped up by getting the ball. He runs over somebody, one of the Upperman defenders, not going to mention the number or name, but he used him as a speed bump as he went right over the top of him and just kept running. Big pickup there by Bryant Goolsby as he goes over the century mark.
Well, he's been in the football game. He's been that up blocking back instead of the running. 1st and 10 at the 25. Owls up the 2 scores with 6:40 and counting, 4th quarter. This offensive line, who really paved the way for those first 2 touchdowns, needs some big plays here. You know Upperman's going to bring a bunch. Hackett, blitz coming. Keeps it around left end, cuts up. No, he just goes down at the 25, 26-yard line.
Terry, just a numbers game. It's almost not even fair to try to run against just astronomical numbers by Upperman. They're putting everybody in the box right now. Of course, we're content with milking the clock here with 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Owls on top, 14-0.
2nd and 11 from the 26. Reminder, we've got Sports Nuts on. We've got UT football on Monday night, and we've got Sports Nuts on Thursday night. Next Friday, the Owls will be off in their open week, and I think Gordonsville goes to Creekbank to play Trousdale County. So it's 2nd and 11 from the Upperman 26, 5:44. Of course, it was a 27-minute delay for the lights to come on here at Upperman. We're only playing with 2 banks out of the total of 4 light standards here. It's a 2nd 11 from 26. Hackett gave to Gooseby. Gooseby just dragging Bees with him. He's got a gain of 5 down to about the 21-yard line.
Well, that Upperman defender going to have to get a ticket for that ride. He jumps on Goolsby about 1 yard, and Goolsby drags him another 5 yards. Nice pickup by Goolsby as he bounces to his right over right tackle there.
Well, the offense has struggled a little bit since that first quarter, Corey, but that last possession, picking up those first downs, I guess it was about 3 altogether, and milked, nearly 6 minutes off the clock. Right now they're milked 5.5 minutes off the clock in this 4th quarter as there's 4:51 left. Hackett with Gooseby to his left. 3rd and 6 from the Upperman 21. Upperman blitzing. He'll hand it. Gooseby breaks tacklers, gets a first down inside the 15, somewhere around the 14. Gooseby said, Coach, I want to run the football.
3rd and 6, and Upperman's got everybody in the box shooting every gap. They know we're running and give it to Goolsby. He finds a seam, and when he hits the seam, he hits it with his shoulders lowered and just gallops it through a seam there and gets a big pickup there on 3rd and 6.
You got to give that offensive line of Ray and Carlisle and Jared Smith and Grissom and
Carlisle.
Austin Williams, the other one. A lot of credit. 4:15 left. Owls, 1st and 10 at the B14. Hackett turns, hands to Gooseby. Got a little running room. Bounces outside, gets maybe one. Down at the 13.
Goolsby over left guard, really nowhere to go, so he tries to bounce it outside. Stiff arms one Upperman defender, but too much help.
We got a timeout. 4:02 left. Upperman takes it. Owls leading 14-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. One timeout left to the Bees. Owls got it 2nd 9, 13. Gooseby off of Hackett's left hip. They'll turn. Hackett just a little quarterback sleep. Gets around the corner down to the 10. I see nothing but tents. Can't tell you.
Blue tent.
See you, blue tent and a black tent in my way.
That time Hackett on the keeper to the short side of the field around left end, bounces it almost to the sideline. At least we think the sideline, because as Terry referenced, there's tents up and we can't see.
And the ball went to the 10-yard line. I thought he got more yardage than that, but they say I guess he stepped out of bounds. And when I can't see, 3rd and 6 from the 10. Clock moving. No, I'm sorry, went out of bounds. Clock stopped. 3:57 to go, 4th and final quarter. Owls up 14-0. Trying to get a big region road win. Of course, they'll have an open week and then a real tough task going to York. 3rd and 6 from the 10. Hackett in the shotgun. Upperman blitzes. They give it to Gooseby. He may have gotten 2 or 3 yards. Big rugby scrum pile up. And let's see, Upperman going to take their final timeout. We'll take it too. Owls up 14-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. The guards are Williams and Smith. Tackles are Ray and Grissom. Tight end Gregory on the right. And Gooseby behind Hackett. Hackett in the shotgun. Horde, as they call the signals, the Owls will take a timeout. We'll just keep it right here. After the game, we'll have Friday Night Final, sponsored by Spar Gas. And we apologize, we're running a little longer than normal because it was a 27-minute delay to start this one.
Even with the delay, Terry, we kind of made up for it with just more of a ground and pound. Of course, you're going to get that in this type of weather anyways, but the game seemed like relatively quick because not many passes have even been attempted.
Definitely hadn't. 3:46 left. I think the Owls probably, just want to make sure right here that everybody's on the same page of the playbook. Everybody knows their assignments. You know they're going to blitz. There's no doubt about that. They blitz constantly. We've creased that a little in the first quarter, and it's been kind of hard to crease. But still, I mean, you got 3 first downs on your last drive and milked some clock. You got 3 first downs on this drive. You milked the clock. You've ran them out of timeouts. 3:46 left. Hackett in the shotgun. Bryant Gooseby to his right. Carlisle to snap. They'll move Horde right over the left guard. They'll turn. No, they threw it wide open. Touchdown. Campbell Gregory was as open as a 100-acre field with one little bird flying in there. Man. Gregory was wide open.
Oh, man, that was reading my mind. I was so bad hoping they'd call play action because they're shooting every gap. Linebackers are creeping and creeping and creeping. We run a play action. Gregory from his right tight end, he just literally like old Pee Wee football play. He just runs right up a little hot route, and he is wide open in the back of the end zone.
And Dandy Don says, turn out the lights. That party is over. 3:41 left. Owls going to go to 3-0 as Gooseby poots the PAT through, and the Owls lead it 21-0. You're listening to Owl Ball. Owls lead it 21-0. Going to go to 3-0. More importantly, 1-0 in the region, heading to their bye week First time it's been this early in a long time. Gooseby, it goes out of bounds, goes off the side of his foot. So I'm sure that the Bees will take it at their 35 and set up shop there. No, they're going to make them. They're going to make them re-kick it. They are. Well, you know, Upperman's got to have a big play, so no doubt they probably, you know, want that opportunity.
Can't say enough about really both sides of the ball tonight, Terry. You know, you get your shutout on defense, great fourth down defense.
I was going to say shutout this far. There's still 3:41 left. But, you know, the defense, you know, after getting a punt block there in the first, you know, bowed their neck, held them out from the 15. They've had several big stops now. And it's been a plethora of players. It's not just been one, you know, that's contributing on those stops. And the Owls' run defense has gotten 10 times better since the first 2 weeks. Gooseby to punt off, kick off again from his own 35. This time he gets a pretty good foot in it. McAllister picks it up at the 23. He's out to the 40, 45, out close to midfield.
And nice return there for Upperman. Great field position there. With the penalty, he had to back us up. Goolsby had to kick twice. You don't see that often. Get the ball actually right on the 50, Terry.
Well, the one thing there, the kick was so direct that it was easy for McAllister to catch it on the run. As he got 27 yards on that return. Bees are out of timeouts. Of course, the clock does stop with a first down in high school football. Moresh in the shotgun, fades the throw, throws it quick out there. We've got a defensive back. It's way back.
About 15 yards back. We definitely weren't getting burned on that one. They run about a 5-yard stop and 10 yards open.
And he had safety help over the top. I think some coaches over there instructing the young man that got to play a little tighter. 2nd and 5 from the Owl 45. Bees have been shut out thus far. 3 minutes left, clock counting. Moresh in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper, straight up the middle. He'll get about the 42, and that's Andrew Gibbs with the tackle.
A nice tackle there by Andrew Gibbs, quarterback keeper. It looked like a good play call. I think quarterback Moresh just missed the hole. If he'd went over left tackle, it looked like it was wide open, but nevertheless, I'm glad he did not see that hole.
4 yards on the pickup, 3rd and 1 for the Bees at the Owl 41-yard line. They'll hand a new running back in there, and he ain't going to get it.
Smashed.
8, Mason Bilbrey stopped.
Trying to see who got off the bottom of the pile there, Terry. Big stick by Andrew Gibbs, Austin Williams. Got a flag flying.
Flag flying in there. I don't know who that went against. We'll see it right here. It's going to be a dead ball foul. It's at the 42, so a loss of 1.
Upperman's backing up.
And it's going to be Bees unsportsmanlike conduct. That's huge. 4th and 2, Corey.
Turns into
4th
and a mile.
Turns into 4th and 17.
That won't make the Upperman staff too happy.
No. Well, they have not had over a 10-yard pass completed tonight, and they say Upperman's going to use their final timeout. I had them with 1 left. The scoreboard had 0, and for some reason I trusted the scoreboard. Timeout with 2:13 left. Corey, you got to know down and distance right here, and right now you don't want to intercept the football. You want to knock the football down.
Knock it down. And, you know, Terry, this is where your defensive linemen obviously going to pin their ears back, barring some type of stupid penalty here. Like you said, just knock the ball down. We're going to have plenty of – all our playmakers are in the back and the secondary there. But that's something you got to teach them because, you know, it's just your innate – you just want to catch the ball.
I hate to say this, but kids don't watch football like they used to.
No.
They don't know to maybe to knock it down. You have to instruct them more. Used to, you know, in basketball or football, you could count a kid seen 1,000 games by the time he gets in high school football.
And
that's just not the case now. Let's see if Upperman brings their punt team on. They do. 4th and 17, they bring the punt team on. Al's not putting anybody back. They're not buying it. but their punter is out there, Chandler Street. Corey, the good thing about this, you don't put anybody back. Let him punt it, let it roll, take 3 knees, and get out of town. They're out of timeouts.
I don't care if he kicks it out of the stadium.
Well, no, you want to kick it in the stadium because you want the clock to run. The ball dies right about the 20-something yard line, 2:03 left. And Carson Hackett, a few knees from the Owls, getting a big region win. And defense, well, just a great job tonight.
Oh, defensively, very impressive. Most impressive defensive performance I've seen in a while.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the, let's call it 24-yard line for the Owls.
What's our favorite formation, Terry?
The victory.
I think we're about to see it.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think the Owls would shut out the Bees tonight, but that's going to be the case if the Owls can take a few knees right here to milk this final clock. You know, they got one drive there in the third quarter that chewed a lot of clock. Hackett, no, they're not in victory. They'll turn. They'll hand to Gooseby. Gooseby off left tackle, bear hugging the football.
Yeah. Brian Goolsby, somebody told him not to drop the football and put it on the ground. That time he was holding it with both arms. He wasn't even trying to make a move.
And he'll get maybe a couple of yards out to the 26. Let's give him 2, 2nd and 8, 1:40 left. Clock counting, Upperman out of timeouts. Well, you got an off week, and then you got a tough task going to Jamestown to play against York. Of course, Upperman, York, and Sequatchie, the 3 teams that at least the preseason prognosticators picked in front of the Owls, or picked to be up there with the Owls. The Owls, of course, were preseason region champion pick, but it's just that, a pick. 2nd and 8 from the 26. Hackett turns, gives to Gooseby, hugging it, and Goosby's got a little yardage. Out maybe a yard. Let's see where they mark it. 1 yard, let's give him. 3rd and 7 for the Owls.
55 seconds and counting.
3rd and 7 at the 27. You know, you got to give Upperman's field a lot of credit.
Oh.
It's held up. You know, Ben Herron and his staff have done a great job with this field. I mean, you wouldn't believe we had the torrential rains that we've had by looking at this field. 3rd and 7, it drains extremely well. 3rd and 7 from the 27, a half minute left. The Owls take a knee, it's over. But they're waiting for the ref to count. Hackett takes the snap, hands to Gooseby. Gooseby a yard, and that's going to do it. 15 seconds, 14, 13, and the Owls are going to win it 21-0 here at Upperman. We'll take a break. Be back with more. You're listening to Owl Ball.